Hey people, how's it going? This is Impala 100 and welcome back to another episode of CraftWorks SMP. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We have a fun agenda ahead of us and just really looking forward to making some more progress in this world here. As you can see behind me, the progress that we made is we made this little shack here. This isn't going to get the job done if you're looking at this beautiful house that Zinc made. Jitterybug also made a wonderful house, and then our neighbor Oda here not only made a house, but he went ahead, him and Zinc made a beautiful bridge here, which just looks insane. You guys are probably wondering what I've been up to while everyone else here is just making beautiful stuff. We enchanted an axe and added a mending book to it. We've returned to the village and obtained 2 full sets of diamond armor for us to sell for a diamond block each. We made some incredible sales at the Logfather's pop-up shop and also grinded out a ton of logs to restock it. We enchanted not 1 but 2 pickaxes with both Fortune and Silk Touch. And the reason why we got this Silk Touch pick here is so we could mine stone, aka I made a stone generator here in our basement just so I don't need to tear up the world for it. We're going to be using a lot of this in today's build. And last but not least, we named our bird Paco, because that is just an incredible bird name. I don't know what else you'd want to name your bird. And obviously, as you can see now, we've been up to fishing up some goodies. I want to catch a fish real quick. There we go, speak it into existence. Boom. In our inventory here, we have an infinity bow, Unbreaking 3 with cursive binding. I didn't like that. Power 4 was wonderful. Name tag, saddle, and then a Depth Strider 3 book alongside some fishies. On top of all the stuff that we did off camera here, I noticed that we have another gift. I wanted to take a look in here, and the note says, thought the Logfather might need one. This one's from Tobe. Is there anything on the back? No. You always want to check the back of signs now. You never know what's in the fine print, people. I'm assuming this is going to be related to us chopping down a zillion logs off camera. Oh my goodness. A diamond axe. Thank you so much, Tobe. One thing I wanted to do here to start today's episode was hop on over here and actually share the profits that I briefly mentioned earlier. As you can see from that shot I just took, we did get a diamond block here, selling off one of the 2 armor sets, which is wonderful. So I will take this out here, and oh my gosh, my first diamond block. Look at that. It's so great. Look at that. I might actually put this on my head real quick. Oh my gosh, what a flex. Let's check out our popsicle stand. At the end of last episode, we made that blue raspberry popsicle stand. The cost was 64 redstone or 64 lapis. And we actually sold 4 of them. I guess somebody bought it with string. Yet nobody adjusted the price. Well, I'm not sure what we'll use the string for. We'll take it. Maybe we need it for something in the future here. Now for the good stuff. I already know. I'm not going to act surprised here. So let's go on and collect some diamonds. So we have 2 diamonds from oak. Nobody likes birch on this server. Nobody likes acacia or cherry. There it is. Spruce. I don't blame people for that. Jungle, no. We have some more here for dark oak. And mangrove, we all knew that was coming. And then a single diamond for bamboo, which I was actually pleasantly surprised when I first saw that. So we are not loaded, but I mean, for not mining at all, we have a total of 33 diamonds. So I'd say we're pretty rich for, the circumstances that we're living in right now. Now what I want to do is take a look at a few of the shops around here that have been popping up. This was being constructed. Oh, mops. Anyways, this is L's and Lane's Hot Rod Shop. I believe they made a blaze crusher in the nether, which we still have not been to. We're going to have to do that soon, and I'm so glad I went to F5. So we can buy blaze rods if we want here. So 2 diamonds per stack or 1 per half. I will remember that in the future. I just don't need it yet. Looks like there's decorated pots, 4 for 1 diamond. That is awesome. I might have to get some of those very shortly here. And then it looks like some flower pots, 7 for 1 diamond. And here was the shop I was looking for. Bundles. Bundles, bundles, bundles. Since we don't have shulker boxes here, I could get a bundle here. 1 diamond for 2. I could get 2 bundles here, which I'm actually going to purchase. And I'm able to take this and... do I right click everything here? Do I left click? Oh, That's what okay, I'm able to do that. And then I could right click again. Okay, perfect. So I could take a bunch of, oh, I heard you. Oh yeah, I hate you. Okay. Okay, so there's 2 unstackable things you could take, but if I have like 6 of these, okay, now I have a fish pouch. Look at that. 5 of those, and then top it off with string. So up to 64 items. Okay, wonderful. So now we know how to use this thing. It's the right click, not the left click, right click. That's going to be super useful. So thank you so much for making some bundles here. Again, this was an update that was supposed to go into Minecraft and it never happened. It was like an experimental snapshot. So we have a mod here on the server that allows us to have bundles, since it's very good for early game here. And one more shop I had my eye on for storage is an ender chest. Yeah, I could go get blaze rods and then just farm some ender. Like I could honestly, maybe take a life right here. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, maybe not. Anyways, we could just buy one of these instead. I'll use one of my bundles here to make some room. And last but not least, here's the iron shop that we showed off in the last episode. Now we have some diamonds. I'm going to take a few stacks here. Look at that. So we have 2 stacks of iron, a few bundles here. We have a guy who's super angry at us, and we have an ender chest. And on top of that, we still have 28 diamonds profit here. We are rolling in it, and hopefully we could get some more diamonds, because our next big challenge here is having to find a way to get ancient debris. Because if we don't get ancient debris, then we're not going to be able to go caving or anything like that. So I need to find a way to contract that out, have enough money and resources to be able to make it worth it for someone else to mine out a total of 16 ancient debris for me. 16 is what it's going to take for us to be able to get full netherite gear. So, and on top of that, we need a netherite upgrade, which means we're going to have to find a bastion soon, and I'm not looking forward to that. By the way, I just bumped into this pumpkin here. There's lots of pumpkins kind of popping up in this area here. I don't know what's going on. I've been farming pumpkins here. There's a lot of them over there. There's some in that area there, which we're going to be adding a Halloween district later. I'm super stoked for that. So I'm assuming in the spirit of Halloween here, not only are the zombies coming out like I'm on the Thriller music video here or an episode of The Walking Dead, I'm assuming the pumpkins are also going to be out too in honor of Halloween. I have no idea what's going on, but it's kind of in my grill here. Now that the sun has risen and there's rotten flesh everywhere here, I want to introduce what we're going to be doing in today's episode. We're going to be recreating Lumbridge Castle in Minecraft. If you guys have followed my videos for a while now, lots of stuff that I create has some sort of influence from Runescape one way or another. Maybe it's a name of a build or anything like that. Today I'm literally doing trying my best to recreate Lumbridge Castle. Just a game that was a big part of my childhood and right there next to Minecraft when it comes to my favorite games to play. I haven't played in a while, but again, it's something that I've played a lot of in my life. And so I figured I'd recreate Lumbridge Castle right in this area here and just make something looking epic to compare to all these awesome builds that have been popping up by everyone else here. And, I'm just trying to stay afloat and try to fit in, right? So we're going to try our best to create Lumbridge Castle here, and hopefully it turns out well. And hopefully I know how to use replay mods. So you're about to see just some awesome stuff here while listening to some incredible music. So enjoy. Oh my goodness gracious, we have a castle, not just any castle, Lumbridge Castle, right behind us. Let's take a look at this thing. If you're very detail oriented and we're paying attention in the time lapse, you will notice one thing that's different, the field. It is 100% wheat right now. I need a lot of wheat for a future project, which we will discuss more later in the series. In the meantime, I want to show off this area and the thought process behind it. So you guys notice that there's a little spruce forest on this side with some berry bushes and some taller trees and the miniature azalea saplings, whatever those are, and a zillion pumpkins. That wasn't me. I don't know who's up to this pumpkin shenanigans thing, but it's starting to get a little out of hand. We might need to look more into this soon. What I was trying to go off of for this forest, I noticed back there Zinc had a wonderful spruce forest behind him, and I thought it would be a great way to separate our build from the rest of spawn here, kind of add some depth. Anyways, our horse stable has moved over here. We might tinker around with this and do some more decorating, and I also added this here to make bone meal from excess seeds that we get from the field or saplings whenever we grow them up. Anyways, if we walk into Lumbridge Castle here, the freaking pumpkins, oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, we walk into Lumbridge Castle. The exterior is basically to scale. The interior is loosely designed off the original build from Runescape, right? But I had some creative liberty here. So, and here is going to be our storage facility. So we have all of our double chests here and then some utilities like chests. Are you kidding me? Furnaces or furnace. What is the plural of furnace? Let me know in the comments below. And then we also have some blast furnaces here or furnace, depending on which team you're on. And then we have different workstations, some more storage in the form of barrels here. All right, and if we go up to the second layer here, I have a library that we built with a zillion bookshelves. And this took a ton of leather. I had some people on the server help me out. I believe Emmy donated some leather to the cause, and I'm definitely missing some people. But thank you so much, everybody who helped out with this. It was very resource intense. We don't even have lapis to start enchanting up here, but we'll slowly but surely build up some storage. And what I plan on doing here, I have a bunch of chiseled bookshelves. I'm going to be slowly adding books as we compile them over time. Our first one here was our first log pricing that we ever made in a book here, and I guess I saved it. I also have some storage for enchanted books. So I have a tool enchant section here, and this is all fished up, by the way, or I bought it from a villager, but this one was fished up. Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 4 book. That's an incredible find there. For armor and combat, yeah, these were both fished up as well. Depth Strider 3, Fire Aspect 2. And then we have a mending book here that we bought from Millie, and we'll add it to another one of our tools soon. All right, and we will go up to the third and final layer. I guess there's a fourth layer up here, but the third layer of our castle. If we walk in here, it's a little bedroom. As you can see here, we have a map of spawn. Right here is where we spawned. Here's where we're at, obviously, and then a whole lot of other awesome stuff here. We brought our jukebox up here. Alongside, is the disc in here? The disc is supposed to be up here. I don't know what happened to that. We're going to have to find that. I have no clue where that went, and it was a gift too, and it's not in here. Shoot. We have a nice little painting up here, some beds, which I just set my respawn, and then I took back the other, the armor set that we couldn't sell. I brought it up here because we're probably going to need to make some permanent armor out of it. The current armor I have is so damaged up, I'm not sure if I want to repair it. Up this ladder here, we have the top floor of the castle, which is going to be great once we go to the end at some point in this series. I'm sure we honestly have not discussed it too much in detail, other than it's probably going to be a bit before we fight the dragon. So do not expect to get an elytra anytime soon, but whenever we get that, this is going to be great to just fly in right on top of our house and then go down here and sleep like we're about to do now. One little tidbit of information that we didn't really touch on was the fact that we created a custom banner for this build. And it's a Lumbridge banner. Basically, it's based off the game. Like I said, it has this banner kind of up all over the place. So I figured I'd kind of plaster it all over this castle here because banners don't really get enough love nowadays. So anyways, tons of banners, lanterns, all that good stuff. I do come to you with a heavy heart here. Unfortunately, our compadre Paco was deceased, or he deceased. I got to get my grammar right here, especially when we're eulogizing Paco. While we were killing off our sheep or cows, one of the two in the time lapse, we were swinging our sword and Paco met my blade, unfortunately. So Paco is no longer here. We're going to have to eulogize him in a better way than this at some point. But for now, we will mourn in our own creative way here. Just like anybody who's mourning with a loss here, we did find ourselves a friend. I think his name's Herbert. I don't know. If we go down here, this is our old basement that we kind of kept. And we have a buddy named Herbert who's buying sticks from us because he's just such a good friend. He's so supportive. He just feels so bad about our loss. And when we trade him, he'll trade us at a discounted rate to take away our sticks from us. And he'll give us emeralds in exchange, which is great. I decided to repurpose this basement here just because, it's nice to have a cobblestone generator around and an area to farm up nether wart where not really many people could see it here. I was preparing to build this place and I heard a zombie villager kind of grumble beneath the surface. And it turns out there was one there. And so I gathered a golden apple and then I made myself a weakness potion and decided to cure this guy. Millie was also alongside us. And I guess take a look at the adventure on how we got our good friend Herbert. There's a little mud brick right here that I kind of paved over. I'm going to take out this for now. So it's the weakness potion first, then the golden apple, right?
Yep.
It's been a while since I've done this. Ooh, and I got myself. There we go. Good guy.
Are you going to be keeping him down here, Paul?
No, I have, he's going to be going to another dark place, my basement. So he's going to be living down there.
Oh, we could just have him follow you.
Mm-hmm.
As a zombie, it'll be faster than the villager.
E for the chunk borders, so
Run.
G for grid, and then B for boxes. That's how I remember it.
There he goes.
Good sir.
Oh, nope.
Fall down here.
It's fine.
Fall down here. I got a boat down here. Oh, he's gonna take damage.
He's gonna take damage. You can't get him.
Yeah.
Do you have a ladder?
I do have a ladder. Will he
Come
go
down
down
ladder
it?
safely.
Oh, I took out the ladders like an idiot. Okay. Oh no, here he is. Oh, it's like Slenderman. Okay. Oh, down. Oh no, gosh dang it.
Oh no, he changed.
Oh, I'm ready.
There we go. We got him down. Okay, you will have a spot, Mr. Herbert. There you go.
Here is the first emerald.
Oh, thank you so much. You could keep the emerald.
Are you sure you don't want to hang it as a decoration?
I could do that.
It's fine.
Here is, my gosh. Wish I could give you as a gift.
taught us that in his recent episode.
That's my first shield I ever made. It has a pillager banner on it. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Might come in handy one day. You never know. This might be foreshadowing.
Uh-oh.
Who knows?
Well, seeing as though I have only another broken shield, that will work very well.
It was a beautiful story of how we got our friend Herbert, and now he is home in our basement, and he's never going to leave. Now, you guys probably want to know how we're going to be following up building this castle here, and I could tell you, oh wow, it's raining. You got to be kidding me. Whenever I press record, it loves to start raining. Well, anyways, we're going to be doing more building, and it's not a sad thing. Contrary to the rain here, it's not a sad thing at all. So way back in the day, back when I played on SMP ages ago, I was little. My voice was 2 pitches higher. I had no stress. I never paid taxes. That long ago, I came up with a game that was loosely inspired by, or heavily inspired by, the ABBA Fishing Challenge that the Mindcrack server used to play. I believe it was Vintage Beef who started it. Anyways, it was a winner-takes-all competition for mining. So they'd all go down into a cave for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever the case may be. And whoever scored the most points, aka got the most valuable or the most resources, won the entire set of loot, I guess you could say. I decided to make something similar way back in the day. And probably none of you have seen this before, or if it is a thing, I have no idea. But I thought I came up with the original idea of making that sort of competition, but for fishing. Ever since fishing loot was kind of a new feature of the game, which is way back in the day now. But it was new at one point, and I was excited, and I figured, hey, let's do a fishing competition. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to make an incredible dock, hanging out over the cliff here. It's going to be very much so inspired by this bridge just because it's beautiful here. The stone brick, the deep slate brick here. We're going to go buy some deep slate here and then try to replicate this sort of pattern onto an awesome looking fishing dock out here. And we're going to connect it up to the path. Oh, it's going to be great. And if you guys are lucky, if you say please, you're going to get another time lapse here. So say it right now. I'll give you a second. Okay, fine. Here's another time lapse. Enjoy. Well, I didn't tell you this is going to be a long time lapse. I figured it was long enough already making this whole area here, so we sped things up a bit, but we created a beautiful dock here. We have a little fish buddy that's just kind of hanging out on the dock here. I don't know how Oda did this magic here, but I just figured out that Oda was the one who gifted us with this wonderful little salmon here. This little area up here, we kind of have the rules to Impala's ABBA Fishing dock. The game rules are as follows, and these might change. I have no idea. The round length will be 10 minutes long. Somebody's going to have to time it. I think eventually, once we get the means with redstone, we could come back here and make like a little hopper timer or something. So then you don't need a time outside the game. You could just press a button and then the timer goes off. And then once the time expires, we could like have a rocket shoot up or something, but we don't have the resources for that just yet. The second rule here is you could only use a non-enchanted fishing rod. And this is where you could get said non-enchanted fishing rod. Number 3, you cannot discard any items you fish up. Some items, or the cursed items, we'll go over that in the rules here if you haven't already read ahead of me. Those can give you negative points, so you can't cheat and fish up a cursed item and be like, oh no, don't want it, and throw it back into the sea. That's not how things work. And hopefully that keeps the game fun, that little tidbit there. Rule number 4 is once time expires, place all the fished items in your barrel. These barrels are going to be over here where the goal is we have players go in, edit their name. So let's say I'm player 2, I'm going to be Impala, and then my score is 52, right? So that's kind of the whole thing. At the end, everybody puts their fish in the barrel here. And then whoever wins can just take up all the loot. So that's kind of, I could actually leave this as like an example here. We'll leave that there and see if people catch on. And obviously, what I just kind of went over there, rule number 5, the person with the most points wins all loot. Again, winner takes all. That's kind of the whole point of this thing. And then I put down the point system here for the main stuff. So if you fish up cod, it's just 1 point. Salmon is 3, pufferfish 5. Tropical fish 10, junk is 10, treasure is 20, and all cursed armor, weapons, tools are negative 10 points. And the lectern here is the guide for all junk and treasure fished up. Now the scoring system I made was based off the Minecraft wiki, the probabilities for catching fish with non-enchanted rods. So I kind of tiered it based off of those probabilities here. So if you're wondering why treasure seems steep, that's because the probability is very rare with an unenchanted rod. And again, we have this lectern here with a book. This is a list of junk that you're able to fish up. And then here's a list of treasure. And then in case anybody didn't read all the rules there, any cursed items do not count as treasure. But I really loved what we did here with this dock here, making it tiered so it's not just flat and plain and everything. So that was kind of the whole vision for this area, and I just think it turned out incredible. I'm very thankful that this awesome bridge was right next to me here, because if it wasn't, I'm not sure if I would be able to create such a thing. And I think that's the beauty of SMP, being able to, you know, get inspired by the people you're working with and be able to go outside of the realm of what you usually build, because I never thought in a million years I'd be putting a barrel actually in the dock boardwalk here instead of just using it as like a complimentary item. So I'm excited for the growth that I will have playing on this server here. Anyways, guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching this episode here. Really have just been having an absolute blast, and I'm looking forward to future episodes here, projects, just feeling super inspired playing this world. And if we go up here, how could you not be inspired? Like literally, we're gonna go up to our little perch here. This is incredible. Like, how could you not be inspired playing here? This is just absolutely beautiful what we've done in just a few weeks here, and I'm just looking forward to the next one. So really do appreciate your support. If you did enjoy the video, if you're still here, please leave a like rating or dislike if you're just an absolute hater. It's all good. You know, the dislike's there for a reason. It's cool. It's cool. But again, thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.